Welcome on in, everybody. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, bringing you coverage of Game 2 of the series between the New York Mets and your Pittsburgh Pirates. Will the Pirates ever win again? I suppose we'll find out eventually, as, of course, this is Game 2 of a 3-game series with the New York Mets. Pirates kind of a little bit of a comeback yesterday, but again, a comeback that fell short. Hopefully, they'll be up ahead the entire time. It would be a nice change of pace. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully, all is going well in your neck of the woods. The Pirates are just now stepping onto the field. Well, there might be a little bit of a ceremony type thing for Josh Harrison, so maybe a little bit of a delay, but we should be good for the most part. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, we just hope the Pirates can get it going. This is the starting pitching matchup for the two teams. Robert Stock making his second 2026 start. As you can see, a pretty solid start in his 2026 debut. 5 innings, only allowed 1 run. Did not allow many hits either, only 3. So pretty good stuff, and he'll face the young, but hey, you know what? He's getting a little bit better as of late, Bubba Chandler. I know the raw numbers don't look all that great, but really, again, just visually has looked so much better, and hopefully he can have a good performance today to give the Pirates a chance. A struggling Pirates offense, of course, that, again, maybe they woke up last night. Maybe that was probably the best they've looked in a while. I know that doesn't just say much at all, but, I mean, they did really step it up late, and that's kind of what we saw the Pirates do a lot prior to the All-Star break. So we're just hopeful that maybe that was the spark that they needed. Of course, the raw numbers overall, again, a team that was probably going to score easily over 800 runs. Now, I don't know if that happens. Would still be good, but, I don't know. I'd really like to see that. But, yeah, the Pirates, again, for the most part, do have the edge in most of the statistical categories. But, again, it just hasn't really mattered. It has not at all. And, of course, the Pirates continue to tumble down the wild card standings, now 5.5 back. Most results went their way yesterday, believe it or not. The Diamondbacks result did not, and that is why the Pirates are 5.5 back. But very much still in it. I know you hate to hear it, and you're like, okay, Doc, whatever, but they are still technically alive. They really are, and again, they just need to get it going. I said they needed to take 2 or 3 of the series. They dropped the opening game. You have to win tonight. You have to win tomorrow. Give yourself a chance. Then you're at Miami, and you never know how that could go. I know Miami, of course, beat the Pirates 2-1 in the earlier season, but the Marlins they're not playing that great either. So we just got to hope that the Pirates really start it and get it going now. It's now or never for the Pirates. And, again, you can see the Pirates and the Mets both occupying the last spots in their respective divisions. The Mets, of course, their season is pretty much over. The Pirates, again, over, but not quite. Still, again, a chance. And then a brief look at the American League standings. Again, the Rays looking really good. Looking like they might be the team to represent the AL in the World Series. That or the Red Sox. Them or the Red Sox. Red Sox looking really good as well as of late. All right, I am Dr. Delay, and thank you guys for hanging out for this one. We're just hopeful that the Pirates can really turn it around, because it has been a chore to cover this team. It's been stressful. It's been annoying. It's been frustrating. But all you can do is kind of watch and hope that they will figure it out and channel their inner, their offense that they had from, the beginning of the season. That's all you can do. Appreciate it. Again, thank you very much, Mr. Burns. Appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. Need to play and get some help. Yep. We need to start playing better. Appreciate you, Denny. Conan. Yeah, it's Conan O'Brien. Anthony, appreciate you. Ricky, Ultimate, thank you very much. Christopher, Domingo, how's it going? Welcome on in. Russell, as always, thank you very much, sir, for hanging out. Burley, good to see you. Bacon and lemons for you. Actually, it seems like you have something else with you tonight. Burley, Scott, thank you for hanging out. Brian as well. Dill, thank you very much. And thank you, everyone, for hanging out. All right, let's get that up there. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, Bubba Chandler on the mound, a 4.49 ERA. He will face the New York Mets lineup which, again, A.J. Ewing had a really nice night last night. Jeez, but he'll be leading off for the Mets. He'll be followed by Francisco Lindor, Bo Bichette, Jared Young, Luis Robert Jr., Brett Beatty, Marcus Semien, Jorge Polanco, and Francisco Alvarez. So that is the lineup for the Mets tonight. Not, again, a great lineup, but it doesn't really matter who you put up at the plate right now. It's just, it's been that type of stretch, albeit the Pirates pitching does seem to be a little bit better, but a very unfortunate performance from Majinski last night. Just wasn't the same pitcher that we've seen from out of the pen. Of course, again, they put him out after 45 minutes. I was okay with the move, but it just didn't work out. So now you know, yeah, if it goes longer than 30 minutes, do not do it. Then again, Thornton looked pretty good. He came out as well, so... Anyway, all right, so the Pirates, of course, wearing their away black jerseys despite being at home, the most ridiculous thing ever. The Mets in their traditional, I believe they're in their traditional grays tonight. Not too sure on that for the moment, but I believe that's what I saw. Yes, they are. So, all right, here is A.J. Ewing. He is stepping in the box. Again, had a really nice game last night as Chandler rocks and delivers a fastball at the knees, 0-1. We're underway at PNC, 85 degrees in Pittsburgh. It is a very nice night. There is rain expected to be in the area at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So that's about 3 hours, just over 3 hours, pardon me, away. So we should be able to get this one in if it is a full 9, as that's in there 0-2. 97 on the fastball. How's it going, Jay? Welcome on in. Prediction, I'm thinking a Pirates win, but yeah, I don't know. There's been some nice matchups, and the Pirates have disappointed. The 0-2 to Ewing as he fouls this back, 97 on the fastball. Happened to Juan Soto. He's hurt. I don't know what specifically happened, but yeah, he is hurt. Let's go on, Robert. Welcome on in. Spider Pig, how's it going? 8-3 Pirates. That'd be nice. I don't know. Here's the 0-2 to Ewing. That misses upstairs. 1-2. Definitely releasing that one a little bit early. That, of course, we saw a lot of that at the beginning of the year. Just fastballs missing way upstairs. But not as much as of late. 1-2 count. Chandler sets, kicks, and delivers. That's off the plate. 2-2. 90 on the changeup. Let's go on, Theo. Welcome on in. Chandler's pitching. I don't know what to expect. Yeah, again, he's played a little bit better as of late. Not, of course, according to the stat sheet, but yeah, you just don't know. And it's a good point. Don't really know what we're going to see from him. The 2-2 as that's hit to second. Nice sliding stop by Lau. He made the catch all in one motion. Nice play by Brandon Lau, the home run leader for the Pirates. Nice, very nice snag. That'll bring up Francisco Lindor, batting .232, OPS of .738, 10 homers, 29 RBIs. What's up, Vendor? Appreciate you for hanging out. Need a 7-game winning streak. We do, Jay. We do. Let's go on, Pittsburgh Steel Town Girl. Hello there. Lindor at the plate as he looks at a slider in there, 0-1. 91 on the slider. The velocity not too bad tonight. Again, Chandler can hit 100. Fastball, though, at the moment, 97. 0-1 count. Chandler sets and delivers as that is sent out to shallow left. On the run is Valdez, and he makes the catch. That is out number 2. Valdez playing in left. I don't think he's played there before. Just trying to change it up. Ronnie Simon, by the way, in right. Mangum center field. Reynolds is DHing. That'll bring up Bo Bichette, spending .256, OPS of .669, 11 homers, 56 RBIs. The pitch as that's hit to short. Nice snag by Gonzalez. Throws to first. Round number 3. Pretty clean inning. Good stuff. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. One away from 650. One away from 650. This is the starting lineup for your Pittsburgh Pirates. It'll be Jake Mangum in center, Brandon Lau at second, Brian Reynolds at DH, Spencer Horwitz at first, Nick Gonzalez at third, Ronnie Simon out in right, Esmeralda Valdez in left, Jacob Gonzalez at short, and Henry Davis is catching tonight. We did have a late injury about an hour ago. Andy Rodriguez was scratched. He was originally supposed to catch tonight. But yeah, apparently it's left hip discomfort, so really unfortunate. Again, just a talented guy that just always seems to be on the DL. So we just got to hope that it's nothing serious and that he'll be able to be back out there tomorrow. Definitely need him. Much better team with him than without. Juan Soto had a grade 2 calf strain. Oh, man. That is... Oh, boy. How's it going? George, appreciate you again. Let's go Pirates. What's up, Nate? Station, appreciate you guys. Mark as well. Gaming Boy, how's it going, Anthony? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I know you're ready for the 49ers. I know you are ready. I'm ready for football as well. I think the way the Pirates are playing, it's really making me want football here a little bit sooner. All right, so again, it'll be Jake Mangum to lead off for the Pirates. But again, the starting pitcher tonight. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate that. We're at 650. Don't really have a goal tonight. We were trying to get to 650 last night. Just wasn't really a great Pirates stream, but that's just the way it goes. Robert Stock, though, again, this is his second start of the 2026 year. Again, you can see his first start, not too bad at all. Only allowed 3 hits. So that's pretty good. That's going to Pringle. What'd it be? Here's the pitch. That's inside ball 1. But yeah, Stock with a very nice start. Hopefully that was a one-hit wonder. 1-0 count to Mangum. He kicks and delivers as Mangum sends this to right field. And he's backing up. That ball is high off the Clemente wall. Beatty has trouble with it. Throws to second. Mangum is safe at second. That's a leadoff double. Just missed a home run, too. That would have been pretty cool. Mangum, again, not a power guy, but, you know, he's kind of had some nice swings lately. 92, upper part of the zone. Mangum gave it a good ride. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau, batting 254. OPS of 803, 24 homers, 73 RBI. So leadoff double for the Pirates. That was his 13th double this season. Kind of shocking. You'd think there'd be a little bit more with him. Here's the pitch to Lau. That's right down the middle, 0-1, 95 on the sinker. Watch out for the Steelers 2026. I'm excited. I'm really excited. 0-1 count. He looks and delivers. That's fouled off his foot. 0-2. Yeah, rough season for the San Francisco Giants. Hope your Steelers are good. Me too. That'd be nice. 0-2 count to Brandon Lau. Runner on second, nobody out. Stock sets. Looks back at Mangum. The pitch. That's in there, and a little bit of a delayed challenge. Going to be granted. That's gonna ring him up. That's a good pitch. That'll be a backwards K. I'm surprised they let him challenge. He held that, and yeah, I don't know. That was kind of a delayed challenge there, but they granted it to him. Yeah, that's a good pitch. All right, so 1 out. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds, batting 267, OPS of 819, 15 homers, 63 RBIs. Wow, pal. Maybe next time. Hopefully next time. That'd be nice. The pitch to Reynolds in the dirt. Blocked by Alvarez. 1-0, 98 on the sinker. He's got to sell a team. I just don't really have a comment on that. It's like, obviously you want him gone, but, you know, it's probably not going to happen. Breaking ball in there, 1-1. Reynolds has played 118 games, played a lot. He's done a nice job overall, but again, has really struggled. His feet aren't on the mound. What the heck? As that's going to be hit to short. Lindor with it, and will have to eat it. Won't be able to throw it to third. Bichette wasn't covering third. First baseman not at first. That will work. That is an infield single. Yeah, that's pretty bizarre. I don't know how no one has seen it, but Stock's foot is not on the rubber, essentially. That's called cheating, folks. Don't think it'll be called. Actually, hitting Mangum. Wow, that's tough. The little grounded to short. So runners on the corners with 1 out. That'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. Horwitz is batting .271, OPS of .809, 10 homers and 37 RBIs. Who's the Barbarian? Honestly, I think of Conan O'Brien, personally. So I'm a little disappointed, but hey, it's okay. It's all good. Here's the pitch. Oh, and it hits him in the knee, but maybe he's okay. You got to hope that he's all right. Again, he just got him back. Horwitz doesn't have a smile, and usually he's all smiles. So the bases are now loaded. And that'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez. Gonzalez batting .311, OPS of .766, 6 homers, 50 RBIs. That's called cheating, folks. It is. Let's go, George, again. Appreciate you for hanging out. Here's the pitch to Gonzalez. That is in there. 0-1, 92 on the cutter. Bases loaded opportunity for the Pirates. Would like to see them take advantage of this for my sanity. For themselves, of course, as well. But 0-1 to Gonzalez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2, 93 right down the middle. Leg number Jack Lambert. Thank you very much, Trisk. Let's go, Pirates. Appreciate you, Deborah. Appreciate you, Glock, for hanging out. 0-2 counts, and that's a tapper to the pitcher. The pitcher will just have to throw it to first for out number 2. The Pirates do tack on a run. So the Pirates lead 1-0 with 2 outs here in the first. And that'll bring up Ronnie Simon batting is it 222 or 232? I had it earlier. I'm sorry. 222. OPS of .522. No homers and no RBI. So runners on second and third with 2 outs. Looks like Alvarez going to have a chat with Stock. Looks like there's a little bit of an issue there. Simon, again, actually had a pretty decent game last night. You don't like Coney's a Patriots fan? I didn't know. I mean, I guess he is from Boston. So the deepest they've been under 500 since April 15th. Well, yeah, no, it's been a rough stretch. It definitely has been a rough stretch. The pitch, Simon slices it down the third base line. That is a fair ball. That'll score 2 runs. The Pirates will have 3. Ronnie Simon really fired up 2 RBIs for him, his first RBIs of 2026. Sending it the other way. He was way late on it. And that will work. Hoist some cones. The Pirates lead 3-0. Wow, that just went over the bag. Oh my gosh. That is unbelievable. It was slicing away. Bichette really had no chance. Wow, that is so close. That'll bring up Ezreal and Valdez. The pitch. That's down and away. Ball 1. Valdez batting .245. OPS of .954. 14 homers, 38 RBIs. Again, they're moving Valdez down to the lineup, trying to get him his I don't know, just got to get his confidence back. Change something up. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Again, has not recorded a hit since Friday's Reds game. That has been 8 days. There we go. Let's go with the cones. Let's do it. 1-1 count to Valdez. Runner on second, 2 outs. The pitch. That's down and away. 2-1. 98 on the fastball. It's already Stock, who again in his first game of the season allowed 3 hits. It's already allowed 3 here to the Pirates in the first. The 2-1. That's downstairs. 3-1. Oh, Alvarez going to challenge. He's going to lose. A nice challenge earlier. But no, he's going to make up for it here and lose the Mets a challenge. Alvarez looks really depressed. Oh, wow. he can't believe it. He's just looking up. He's like, what? That's emotionless. It's like me every day, essentially. But it's 3-1 here to Valdez. Runner on second, 2 outs. I saw nothing in his eyes. 3-1 to Valdez. The pitch as Valdez fouls it back 3-2. 94 on the cutter. My feed's messed up, really. What's happening? I know it's kind of weather related today because there's a lot of rain. I didn't even know I was going to stream today. 3-2 count, the pitch, and that is fouled back again. Still 3-2. All right, let me look at it. I'll see if my phone is good, then we're good. But if we're not, looks like we're fine. 3-2 to Valdez. Runner on second, 2 outs. The pitch. Valdez sends this foul. Still 3-2. What's going, Don? Bullpen looking tonight? I don't know. Hopefully it's all right. Bullpen looked fine. I'll look at AJ. Right now I'm good. I haven't seen it freeze. I always have my feed on there. Down below the 3-2. That's upstairs, ball 4. So runners on first and second, 2 outs, and that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, not Speedy Gonzalez. He's batting .237, OPS of .681, 5 homers, and 25 RBIs. This past week, 2 nights kept up. Yeah, Milwaukee, yes. Yes, that was not a good, that was rough. But I think we've been good since. Runners on first and second. Here is the pitch as Gonzalez fouls it back 0-1. And the Pirates, of course, with a nice 3 spot here in the first, trying to get some more. Again, we saw something different from the Pirates last few innings last night. The Pirates are really showing life, and that's something we just hadn't seen in a while. Good thing it has carried over early. Of course, we're still going to need some more, of course. The pitch as Gonzalez sends this foul, and it's 0-2. Exxon Valdez. Esmelin. Exxon. I guess I'm not quite following there. 0-2 counts. The pitch as Gonzalez sends this to right. Not going to be deep enough. Beatty actually working his way in and makes the catch for out number 3. The inning is over, but the Pirates tack on a field goal as they lead 3-0 over the Mets. We go to the top of the second. Here in Pittsburgh, or there in Pittsburgh, I should say. Due up for the Mets will be Jared Young, Luis Robert Jr., and Brett Beatty. Doc is saying our offense woke up. I think so, Alex. Maybe. I hope so. Pitch count. Was there a pitch count? I don't know. Sorry about that. Stock at 24 pitches. I'm doing okay, George. Doing all right. Weather in the area, but I think we're fine. I think for the most part we are good. But, you know, we'll see. Hold on, I'm trying to mess with this thing. Sometimes there is some issues over here as well. Let's see here again. Thank you guys for hanging out. ExxonMobil. Exxon Valdez was an oil tanker that had a massive spill back in the Bush presidency. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't know. I would have been, well, I don't know. I guess Bush 1 presidency. Okay, yeah, I was not even a thought. Folks, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Free. All right, the A's leading the Red Sox 7-3. Red Sox, though, have bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Interesting there. The Blue Jays lead 2-0 over the Phillies. Reds and Nationals 0-0. We do have some final scores. The Yankees over the Braves 5-4. And the Marlins shutting out the Angels 7-0. That is it. Thank you, chat. Yeah, chat has your back. Sorry. Used to love the Mets like 40 years ago. Gotcha. We'll say, though, I've had some issues with MLB TV lately. I don't know what's going on. All right, we're back. I did miss a pitch, and I do apologize. It's 1-0 to Young. Chandler sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Jared Young. Young's batting .253, OPS of .761, 7 homers, 22 RBI. So that is something I probably do need to ask, though. Ask Spectrum what is going on. 1-1 to Young. That misses upstairs. 2-1. 97 on the fastball. Again, the velocity a little bit down for Chandler. Kind of a shock there. 2-1. Chandler sets. He kicks. He delivers. That's downstairs. 3-1 to Jared Young. 95 on the fastball. That's not a fast fastball at all. How's it going, Chris? Welcome on in. How's it going, Leo? Welcome on in as well. Boston, yeah, Boston trying to win. 3-1 to Young, the pitch. And that's a ground ball to second. Lau with it, gathers and throws to first. Young is out. And that'll bring up Luis Robert Jr.'s batting .203, OPS of .605, 4 homers and 12 RBIs. Okay, interesting there, AJ. Yeah. Yeah, it's before my time. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs. Ball 1 to Robert Jr. Again, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. 1-0 count. Chandler sets and delivers as Robert sends this to left, and that will drop in for a base hit. That could be another base. Valdez with it, throws it in. Robert Jr., no. He will stay at first. So that is the Mets' first hit. It is a 1-out single in the second. And that'll bring up Brent Beatty, batting .220, OPS of .619, 7 homers and 34 RBIs. Thank you, Backer. Appreciate it. Let's turn this around tonight. Let's get back on track. I agree. I concur. Thank you very much, W's in the chat for Backroad. Appreciate you, man. Let's go. Here's the pitch. And that's in there, and it's 0-1. Beatty almost challenged. Oh, I was hoping he would because that was a good pitch. 98, by the way, in the fastball. Definitely his fastest pitch of the night. YouTube was a problem last week. Other streams were buffering. Okay, interesting. Pickoff attempt. That was a nice effort there by Chandler. But not in time. 0-1. 0-1 count, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 counts. Full speed ahead. Right, I'm not even gonna, you never want to lose games. That is no, you don't do that. Because it's worked well. I mean, picking at the top of the order has really worked well for the Pirates the last 30 years. Just again, just think about it for 2 seconds. Again, I don't know. You see, you admit it's a trolling, actually. I can't tell if that's a troll or not, but no. 0-2 count to Beatty. Runner on first, 1 out. Chandler readies and delivers. That's a Tapper foul. Still 0-2. What happened to the pitch count? I'm sorry. I don't know if it did have it up there. I apologize. I did not do anything. Chandler, by the way, 19 pitches here with 1 out in the top of the second. 0-2 count, the pitch. Beatty fouls this back. Tardy on that one. 99 of the fastball. Good to see Chandler's velocity working its way up. Yeah, the top pick, Henry Davis. Exactly. 0-2 count. Chandler looks over at first. Sets. Pickoff attempts. This one is a little bit worse, but not in time. 0-2. Robert with a pretty aggressive lead. Dancing. Here's the pitch. And that is, off his foot, and down he goes. Oh, man. Beatty is hobbling around. Ooh, you just have to imagine he is in serious pain. He's going to the dugout. Where did it catch him? Ooh, off the side. On the ankle. Oh, man. Jeez, lets out a yell and everything. Oh, my gosh. Beatty is... Oh, he is limping. I don't know if he's going to finish. He might finish the at-bat, but that might be it, based on how he's acting. Got your schedule. There you go. Looks like Beatty will try to finish again. I think he's going to finish the at-bat. Maybe not the game. I bet he yelled at "oh dear." Pretty much, I would say that's exactly what he said. It's just a good world out there, you know. 0-2 count. Runner on first, 1 out. The pitch. That's inside. Throw to second. He is out. Man, what a dart from Davis. Looking like a first-round pick. Maybe Wright has a point. You pick those guys, number 1 overall, you have a chance. That was actually closer than I thought. He may have actually gotten there. That was a good throw. The throw beats him. Not really a great tag from Gonzalez. Not too sure if they will challenge, but that was a nice throw. Looks like they're not going to challenge. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good stuff from Chandler and Davis. We go to the bottom of the second. Pirates 3, Mets nothing. Due up for the Pirates will be Henry Davis. No. Whoa. Yes. It's Henry Davis, Jake Mangum, and Brandon Lau. Yeah, late change messed me up here, but we're good. Oh, man. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at Henry Davis. That's what you want from a first-round pick, exactly. Don't look at the stats. Don't look at the stats. But, yes, that's what you want to see. Hit of the ankle, yes. Yes, it looked like he got hit in the ankle. Very nice. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. The very nice was not for the ankle, by the way. I want to make that clear. Not trying to celebrate injuries. Definitely don't want to do that. I'm not that toxic. I genuinely don't want players to get hurt. Maybe like Vontez Perfect or something like that. But, you know, never like that. But anyway, thank you guys again for hanging out. But yeah, make sure again to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to get to, maybe there's a chance. There's a chance we get to 11,000. Still unsure about that. The Pirates kind of hold that goal in their hands, to be honest with you. Got high schoolers. Yeah, well, I mean, football definitely is more. There's a lot more youth here when it's football. Baseball, a lot more of the older crowd. Like, it's like the analytics aren't even close. Like over 50, I think it's 55, 60% of my audience are 45 or older when it comes to baseball. When it comes to football, 55% is 35 or younger. Like, it's completely like a different world for the two sports and the two chats that I see. And I do apologize. I'm going to try to get back here, but I might have to go to the Mets feed. I don't know why. I just cannot connect right now. So I do apologize. Might have to miss a few pitches here, but we'll get back. I'm just going to have to call Spectrum because they are just really struggling as of late. All right, looks like we are back. It's an 0-1 count to Davis. Stock readies and delivers as Davis crushes this to left, and that's going to be a foul ball. And it's quickly 0-2. Henry Davis batting 170, OPS of 583, 8 homers, and 30 RBIs on the season. Nate is 37. Gotcha. 0-2 to Davis. Stock delivers. That's a ground ball. That is a base hit. Went the other way. Was tardy on the swing, and there you go. Leadoff single for Henry Davis. And that'll bring up Jake Mangum, of course, led off the game with a double. Davis stood up and starting his throwing motion before the pitch arrived. He's just that good. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate it. I just connect with the youth? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sure I do. Stock readies. Kicks and delivers. Pulls back the bunt attempt. It's outside, ball 1. It's going Casey. YouTube analytics. It's I can see that essentially. YouTube streamers, whatever, video, content creators, they can see who, like the age group of their audience. Davis is on the run as Mangum sends this foul 1-1. Pirates are going to be appearing to be aggressive today, and that's good. First thing you think of in relation is Conan O'Brien. Yeah, me too. Looks like O'Brien is taking the lead. Really happy about that. By their comments as well. Yeah, kind of. I can kind of guess somewhat around how old you guys are based on how you type. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 82 on the changeup. And the Pirates leading 3-0 over the Mets. Trying to get back on track. 1-2 counts. Davis go 9 pitches, not following there. Trisk. Here's the 1-2, and that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. 97 on the fastball, 1 out. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau, who was the first strikeout of the game for Stock. Runner on first, 1 out. Lau with the plate, the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss. Big swing by Lau. Strike 1. 82 on the changeup. Oh, and 1 count. Davis with not really a big lead over there. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Lau again trying to go yard. 0-2. That was right down the middle. Oh, and 2 counts to Brandon Lau. Runner on first, 1 out. Stock at 33 pitches. With 1 out in the second inning. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Lau going down swinging for his second time. Not good at bats there by Mangum and Lau. Mangum kind of swinging out of the zone. Same thing with Lau. That is no bueno. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Reynolds had a single in his first at-bats. Stock readies, kicks and delivers. That's in there, and Davis. I don't know if Davis went over to second. Looks like he did not. Again, they're showing Stock. He doesn't have his foot on the... I forgot what it's specifically called, but essentially the rubber there. Is that's going to be downstairs, and Alvarez pump fakes a second. There's no throw, no attempt. 1-1. Let's go, Bucks. Thank you, Stevie. Appreciate it. Yeah, recently the Pirates it's been rough. 1-1 counts. The pitch. That is inside. 2-1. 97 on the fastball. Stock at 37 pitches. It looked like Reynolds was going to get over 20 home runs this year. That's going to be kind of cutting. He's going to be cutting it close. The 2-1, that's way outside. 3-1 to Brian Reynolds. On deck is Spencer Horwitz. Stock readies, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss. 3-2, 94 on the cutter. Best interview all time, probably. I would say so. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. Or, I mean, that's the best rant, I guess. Not really an interview. The 3-2. That's inside, ball 4. Good stuff by B-Ray to get on. So runners on first and second for the Pirates with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz, who was hit by a pitch in his first appearance.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
That's awesome. I don't know. You just don't really hear epic sound bites anymore, I guess. Like legendary quotes. I don't know. Miss that. Stock sets, kicks, and delivers. That's in there. 0-1. 96 at the knees. And of course, Horowitz was hit just above the knee in his first at-bat. 0-1. Stock looks over and delivers off the plates. It's 1-1. 83 on the changeup. Stock been kind of all over the place. He'll have some really nice pitches that are just dotting up the corners, and then he'll just go way outside. Of course, the Pirates kind of helped him out at the beginning of the second inning. 1-1 count. Stock looking back at Davis, and he's going to look back Davis to the bag. You got it, CB. You got it. You will complete it. You will do a great job. Here's the pitch. That is skied to shallow left on the run. Taking off his hat and all is Ewing, who makes the catch for out number 3. The inning is over. We go to the top of the third. The Pirates lead 3-0 over the Mets. Due up for the Mets will be Marcus Semien, Jorge Polanco, and Francisco Alvarez. Everyone's really scared to say what's on their mind on TV. Yeah. I don't know what that's in relation to. Oh, we talk about the coaches. Yeah. Here you. Yeah. I can understand that. Again, I try to really speak my mind without speaking my mind. I'm sure I've left clues on where I stand on things. Yeah, got a bit of a lead there, Jay. Need more with Chandler for sure, but he's made 70. That's what I feel. I feel the same way. I feel like statistically, probably not as much, but he's really looking like, just watching him pitch the last, I would say, month and a half, 2 months. I think Chandler has really improved, so I'm really, really excited. Hopefully that can just continue on and, come out next year, if there is a next year, looking that way. But I agree. I've been liking what Chandler's been offering lately. Not going to miss Tomlin's word salad. He's had a lot of quotable stuff too, but it does get frustrating when you don't win it for 9 years in the playoffs. So yeah. How do you step off the rubber if you're not even on the rubber? That's a good question. That is a great question. That is a fair point. We might get a win. We might, James. We might. If you guess my age within 3 years. No, we don't worry about that, Michael. I appreciate that. Michael, I don't really know, to be honest with you. Let's see. I don't know. I'd have to look at past chats. Maybe I can help out. That'll help out. Gonna go 64, just for fun. Here's the pitch. That's in there. 0-1. This is Marcus Semien. It's batting .215, OPS of 641, 14 homers, 40 RBIs. I'm probably way off, so I apologize. Here's the pitch. That's in there. 0-2. 91 on the slider. Attacking Semien early. Like number James Harrison. There we go. Tommy Maddox away from 100. We are. Here's the 0-2. That's downstairs. 1-2. You know, it's a shame. Kenny Pickett is he's not gonna be viewed. Like, I feel like Tommy Maddox is viewed better than Kenny Pickett. Does that make any sense? As Semien sends this out to right center field. That sounded really good, but that will not be as good as I thought, as Simon makes the catch for out number 1. Simon says he's out. That'll bring up Jorge Polanco, who's batting .139, OPS of 430, 2 homers and 5 RBIs. I wonder if like Greg Brown, I feel like he's going to be like saying the Simon says. I feel like he's the type of guy that would. As Chandler fires that one in there, it's 0-1. Polanco took issue. Polanco didn't like something. Now he's in the umpire's face. I don't know. Again, Chandler and some of these younger pitchers, they do get ready pretty quickly. So as soon as the batters look at the pitchers, they're ready to go. Which, that's the whole thing. And Polanco, of course, wasn't granted time. He did stick out his hand. Wow. 0-1 to Polanco. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Polanco clearly frustrated. The Mets manager didn't really have an issue with anything. He seemed to have not even looked at the umpire and everything. Here's the 0-2. That misses upstairs. 1-2. 100 on the fastball. So there's that velo that we haven't really seen the first 2 innings. Appreciate you, AJ. Thank you very much. Here's the 1-2. That's upstairs. 2-2. You'll be 60 in March. Gotcha. Gotcha. No, well, I appreciate that, Michael. Thank you very much. Thank you for the support of the channel. 1 year off. Well, that's still... I appreciate it, as that's going to be hit to short. Gonzalez with it. Throws to first. And he is out. Thank you very much, Michael. W's in the chat for Michael, folks. Appreciate it. Ian Eagles seems to be the consensus best NFL play-by-play announcer. I would agree. He is the best. He is the best. All right, Alvarez again at the plate. Did not play yesterday, but has had a pretty decent season, to be honest with you. Here's the pitch, as that's sent out to left center. That'll drop in for a base hit. That is a single. Alvarez making some strides this year. Highly touted prospect, kind of starting to emerge for the Mets. And that'll flip the lineup over for the Mets. That'll bring up A.J. Ewing, who's 0 for 1. Greg Brown used Simon Says with Randall Simon. Oh, really? Okay. I imagine he'll bring it back there for Ronnie Simon. I feel like Greg Brown definitely. He's just... Again, I know a lot of you guys don't like him, but I love Greg Brown. Here's the pitch, as that is skied to left. Charging it is Valdez. Settles under it and makes the catch. Almost overran it. Thank goodness he did not. That is out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Pirates over the Mets. 2 up for the Pirates will be Nick Gonzalez, Ronnie Simon, and Esmeralda Valdez. How long is the lockout going to last? I don't know. Probably like, honestly, minimum two months. Minimum. Like, we are missing baseball. I believe it will. That will be a thing. Appreciate you, AJ. Thank you very much for the jewels. Appreciate it. W's for AJ. If it'll let me type. There we go. Yankees with a huge win today. Now the Pirates. Hopefully appreciate you, Mads, for hanging out. Thank you, Shanna. Let's go, Pirates. Thank you for hanging out with us as well. All right. Again, thank you, Mads. Thank you for the jewels. All right, let's check out. Since I didn't check out scores in the last inning, we'll do it now. Right now, the Blue Jays leading 2-0 over the Phillies. In the bottom of the fourth, Reds and Nationals 0-0. Royals leading 1-0 over the Cubs. Twins and Brewers 0-0. Same thing with the Tigers and Giants, and the Astros and the Padres. The Rockies do lead 1-0 over the Cardinals. The Orioles leading 1-0 over the Rangers. And that is it. Yankees again over the Braves 5-4. A's 7, Red Sox 3, and the Marlins 7. Angels nothing. And the Pirates will be back on the road after this brief homestand. Just a 3-game series at home. Then they're back traveling to Miami. Going to be a big series. Again, they, of course, are ahead of the Pirates like many teams. But, of course, that is a good series to make up some ground. Greg Brown has been one of the few things to keep the underperforming Pirates digestible over the years. I agree. I mean, he's awesome. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of the older fans don't like him, or they'll mention how other announcers have been great, but I'm sorry. If Greg Brown were in New York or in Los Angeles covering like a cornerstone franchise that is, of course, continuing to be playoff relevant, he would go down as one of the greatest of all time. I completely stand by that. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. Here is the pitch to Gonzalez as Gonzalez slices it foul. As we're back underway in the bottom of the third, Gonzalez is 0 for 1. but does have an RBI. 0-1 counts. Stock sets, kicks, and delivers. That's off the plate, ball one. I will not do anything like that, Trisk. But thank you for the likes, folks. 101 likes. Trying to get to 150. Trying to get to 200, but I don't know if we'll be getting to 200 much more in the future. Here's the pitch. That is, ooh, it hits Gonzalez, but he seems to be fine. 1-2. You like Greg Brown? Appreciate you, B-Rob. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Anthony's saying we're going to go cold. I mean, maybe. We'll see. Hopefully not. Appreciate you. Maggie, like number 100. Let's go. Let's go. Here's the 1-2 as that is fouled back. Still 1-2. Again, let's get some W's in the chat there for Anthony and Maggie with the jewels as well. W's. For Terry was good too. Yeah, I didn't really listen to too much of him. I've only listened to him if I looked at old Pirates streams, as that's going to be sent out to right. And that'll be caught by Beatty for out number 1. And that'll bring up Ronnie Simon. A 2 RBI double in his last appearance, his first RBIs of the season. What does Simon say this time? Stock readies, kicks, and delivers. The bunt is down to second. Simon running, and he's going to be safe. Oh, Simeon trying to make a nice play, and he really did, but Simon with the speed. Simon says infield bunt single, folks. That is his second hit of the day. You know, the old drag bunt, kind of too strong, but hey, that'll work. And that'll bring up Esmelin Valdez, who walked in his first appearance. Appreciate you, Pitt, for hanging. I've been a Pirates fan for 50 years. It's frustrating when they lose games late. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Let's go, Pirates. I finally subbed. I never subbed anything, so feel honored. I am honored, right? I am honored. Thank you very much. As that is a pickoff attempt, but he is safe. Campbell's watching. Well, how's it going, Campbell? Let's go, Pirates. We need something, Campbell. We need something. We need a win. 1-0. Stock readies. Kicks and delivers. Checked his swing, but it's in there anyway. 1-1. 92 on the cutter. Mads with the nachos. Nice. 1-1 counts. Simon with the lead, leaning towards second. Here's the pitch. He's going to second. Throw is in there, and Alvarez drops the ball. Pulls a Johnny Cueto. Could not have a clean delivery with his glove in his hand. Simon is safe. He is in scoring position. Simon says stolen base, or steal a base. Let's go, and Jesse, appreciate you. As always, hey, I appreciate it. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Go! Down goes Valdez. That is 2 outs, and that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, 0 for 1. Yeah, I guess that's a W. What the heck? Yep. The golden chocolate chip. That's in there 0-1. Golden chocolate chip. 0-1 to Gonzalez. Again, runner on second, 2 outs. Stock readies. Looks back and delivers. And that is a half-hearted swing there by Gonzalez. And it's 0-2. Hope Mary's all right. Yeah, she has not been in here for a while. That is true. It's been about over a month now. Here's the 0-2 to Gonzalez as that is fouled back. Still 0-2. Stock at 56 pitches here in the third inning. The pitch as that sent out to right. That drops in for a base hit. Beatty throws to the plate. And Simon is safe. The throw a little bit off. And the Pirates lead 4-0 over the Mets. RBI single for Jacob Gonzalez. Hoist the cone, folks. Good stuff. Good thing they have not went cold yet. Or maybe again. Maybe they're starting to feel it once again. But, of course, we'll need to see some more games, obviously. But what I saw last night at the end of the game, you just hadn't seen in a while. That's kind of why I had a little bit more optimism today. That'll bring up Henry Davis, who fouls it back 0-1. Again, the Pirates lead 4-0. And it's all because Campbell is watching, folks. It's all because Campbell is watching. 0-1 counts. Let's go, Buccos. I go down with the ship. Me too, man. Appreciate you, AJW's in the chats. For AJ, as that's a swing and a miss. Throw to second. Gonzalez is out. Jacob Gonzalez is not Speedy Gonzalez. But hey, the Pirates do tack on a run. We go to the top of the fourth. Pirates 4, Mets nothing. Again, W's in the chat for AJ. Appreciate it. Let's go. Due up for the Mets will be Francisco Lindor, Bo Bichette, and Jared Young. Ice cream cones. Hey, ice cream cones are better. I could argue that is even better. Bang. There we go, Don. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Come on, Pirates. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Come on, Pirates. Do something. Anywho, they are kind of doing something. We'll see if they can hold it again, folks. It is a 9-inning game, and that's yeah, we know all about that. But looking good. Let's just keep it going. Again, make sure, of course, to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. We're at 118 likes, trying to get to 150. So make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. Again, we're trying to get to 11,000 by the time this hits 0. What is this? That, of course, is the days until NFL kickoff. So make sure, again, to sub to the channel. It is free. See if we get to 10,670. I don't know. That's probably asking a lot, but we'll see. We'll see how we do. The latest guilty pleasure style by Taylor Swift. CB, I'm not going to lie. I actually liked that song, too, about 11 or 12 years ago. Yes. Yes. Because that was about when it released, 2014, 2015. Yep, I'm not going to lie. I did enjoy that song for a little bit. Not anymore, though. I do not listen anymore. I promise. All right, that will bring up Francisco Lindor, 0 for 1 in this one. Chandler on the mound for the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch, and that's outside, ball 1. 96 on the fastball. Chandler, by the way, 35 pitches here to begin the fourth inning. 1-0 count, the pitch, and that's in there, 1-1. GG, appreciate you, Tech, for hanging out. Who's this Taylor Swift you speak about? Yeah, don't worry about it. Not relevant. Nobody. She's a nobody. 1-1 counts. Chandler kicks and delivers. That is popped up foul, and it's 1-2. Irrelevance. Showing Kelly and Murphy, the dynamic duo. As Lindor sends this to right center. That'll drop in. Mangum, though, is there to prevent that from being a double. Lindor does go back to first. Leadoff single for the Mets. As the Mets will try to figure out Chandler. As that'll bring up Bo Bichette, who is 0 for 1 on the night. Again, runner on first. Nobody outs. Here's the pitch. That's inside, ball 1. Love some Taylor Swift. Yeah, my sister loves Taylor Swift. And she, I guess, influenced me back then. But yeah, no, I'm good now. I'm good. We are good. As that is going to be fouled back 1-1. Definitely not a fan. The stream gets 11K subs by the end of the stream. Doc will eat a bucket of bacon on stream. That is true. If that were to happen, I will make sure to eat a bucket of bacon on stream. 1-1 count to Bichette. The pitch. Checked his swing. It's in there anyway. 1-2. 99 at the knees. 1-2 to Bichette. Price have a good shot. Yeah, I don't know about that, but maybe they can work themselves back into a decent spot. As that is fouled back 1-2. Let's go on, Mike. We need to stack wins for sure. Is Dom moved? Yes, I think so, actually. I'm not too sure. Yeah, she is. I don't remember. I actually don't recall. I know, I'm horrible. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good stuff there by Chandler. And that'll bring up Young, who's 0 for 1. Jared Young. I want to say so. We talked the other day. It wasn't even brought up. I think she's fine. I'm pretty sure she's fine. Anyway, it's fine. Chandler readies, kicks and delivers. That's off the plate. Ball 1. 90 on the changeup. What is Conan? Conan O'Brien. That's what I'm thinking. But some do, of course, think of someone else. 1-0 counts. Pickoff attempt. He is safe. Lindor, of course, can move. Yeah, well, it was all me, 100%. Double play would be nice. 1-0 counts. Chandler readies. The pitch. That's upstairs. 2-0. 2-0. Jared Young yesterday, 1 for 4. It was really A.J. Ewing that really was a problem for the Pirates. Dave's going to have a chat with Chandler. See if he can calm down Chandler. A little bit wild, but for the most part, all right. Say it's fine a couple of times. It's fine. She's fine. She's doing fine. She's doing swell. Conan O'Brien. Yeah, 100%. Conan was a legend. Didn't really watch too much of late nights. Probably until the early 2010s. It got a little bit crazy in the mid 2010s. 2-0 counts. The pitch, and that's in there. 2-1. 93 on the slider. Again, runner on first, 1 out. Chandler at 46 pitches. The pitch, and that is fouled back 2-2. Falling in reverse, not even, I have no idea. No idea. Not the same Mets from yesterday. Well, they did make some changes. 2-2 to Young. The pitch, way outside. 3-2. 92 on the changeup there by Chandler. TBS. Yeah, I watched him when he was on TBS. Never really on the Tonight Show. Here's the 3-2. So that's a grounder foul. 3-2. Yeah, I don't think I watched him at all on the Tonight Show. Jay Leno I watched on The Tonight Show on NBC, and then it went to Fallon. And, of course, Conan was on TBS. 3-2 to Young. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider down and in. Good stuff from Chandler. Back-to-back strikeouts. And that'll bring up Luis Robert, who singled in the second inning. Davis with the 10th fastest pop time in all of baseball. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled back 0-1. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, and 1 counts. He sets, kicks, and delivers. That's right down the middle. 0-2. 98 on the fastball. Will Howard and Aller. Yeah, interested to see how those guys will do. 0-2 to Robert Jr. The pitch is outside. 1-2. 98 goes the fastball. One and two counts. Chandler sets. And rocks and fires way upstairs. 2-2. Davis with a pretty dramatic catch. 2-2. Welcome back, Alex. Let's go. Two and two to Robert Jr. Runner on first, 2 outs. Chandler readies, kicks and delivers. That's a ground ball to third. Gonzalez throws to second. This time it works for out number 3. Oh, man. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pirates 4, Mets nothing. Oh, man. Due up for the Pirates will be Henry Davis, Jake Mangum, and Brandon Lau. Can't really tell if it's good or not. Yeah, no, 100%. But, you know, it's still interesting to see. Yeah, definitely for sure. Flat Earth, he is a Brewer fan. He is more Brewer fan. He's been... I want to say he was here last year. I don't know if he's an OG or not, but... yeah. I feel like I've known him for a while, but maybe not. Appreciate you, Trisk. Thank you very much. Think Conan was the best. Conan's pretty good. I'd have to... yeah, probably. I mean, I don't really know that many like you guys. Never saw Johnny Carson in person, or, you know, while he was doing it live, of course. But I've seen old clips. So, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Flat Earth might be outside your window. This guy. Okay. Okay. Anyway, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free, folks. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And we're trying to get to 150 likes. We're at 129. So make sure to like away. Make sure to like away. Rodriguez has been washed at defense sometimes. Yeah, make sure to sub to it as well. Again, 16 subscribers away from 10,670. Make sure to do it. Mom into sports. Not really. She's really into tennis, I guess. But that, I think, had more to do with the, you know, us kids. She liked soccer, you know. Definitely loves soccer. So I guess that. But not really anything that I'm into. Football, baseball. But she liked watching, you know, me and my sister and my brother play tennis and soccer. Or anything, really. Anything that we played. She became a fan for that. That misses inside, ball 1. Davis did single in his first appearance. Looks like Team Mexico is there. That's a ground ball to third. It's off Bichette's glove. Lindor with it. Throws to first. It's safe. That's pretty impressive defense by the Mets. Bichette kind of booting it, but Lindor right there to back him up, and almost with a really nice play. But that is, I'm going to go with the single. I don't think that would be an error. But anywho, Team Mexico, the Little League World Series, they are in attendance. That's pretty cool. Mexico usually pretty good in the Little League World Series. Haven't really followed it too much the last few years. That'll bring up Jake Mangum. Mangum 1 for 2. Again, runner on first with nobody out. Stock, by the way, at 61 pitches to begin the 4th. How are we winning? Yeah, I know. Where's Miss Donna at? That's going to be sent out to left. On the run, and he cannot make the catch. Ewing takes a bad route to the ball, and he will throw it in. Davis go to the plate. He is safe at the plate. The Pirates lead 5-0. Ewing could not make a good play, I suppose. Again, he ran straight for it. The ball bounces past him, and he has to run for it. Look at that, an RBI double from Jake Mangum. The Pirates lead 5-0 over the Mets. Hit it down the left foul line, and Davis was just chugging the entire way. Again, he can move a little bit, albeit the throw was pretty good, to be honest with you. It may have been out, but pretty good. Here's the pitch to Lau. That's outside, ball one. Of course, he was at first. From first to home, that's pretty good. Davis with a big smile rounding third. Look at that. 1-0 to Lau. Stock ready. Stock is at 63 pitches. The pitch. That's outside, 2-0. Oh, thank you, CB. Yeah, my parents made that. My dad and mom. My dad and mom. Yeah, that was fun. That's pretty neat. Very thankful for him. Here's the 2-0. That's upstairs, 3-0. 93 on the sinker. Right, saying no more cones. Don't use all the runs today. Williamsport is not far. Usually Little League kids come over to Pittsburgh. Cool. 3-0 counts. The pitch. That is up and away, ball four. So Lau draws a walk, and of course, I don't know how long Stock is going to go. By the way, folks, this was his, again, he's only pitched in one game, but yeah, I mean, he only pitched that one game, but it was pretty good. Pirates, though, have maybe waking up. It's easier to get to. There you go, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know where it's all mapped out. But a mound visit here in the bottom of the fourth. Pirates leading 5-0 over the Mets. Again, we're seeing this offense that may be starting to wake up once again. This was the offense that we had missed. I didn't quite update it from yesterday. I mean, I don't really think much changed. But this is what we were kind of seeing at the beginning of the, well, really the first 90 games. Look at that, 5.3 runs a game. That was the second most in all of baseball during that time period. The Pirates, of course, have been one of the worst. Don't know the exact ranking, but I imagine there's not many teams that are below them. And, of course, again, we saw a little bit of it last night. We saw that fight, something we hadn't seen in a while. Looks like it has carried over for the beginning of this game. Hopefully that can just get it going for the rest of the year, and this team can do something. But we need to see more of this. Here's the pitch to Reynolds. That's outside, ball one. 95 on the fastball. Again, the Pirates with runners on first and second. Nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. Looking for some more runs. 1-0 counts. Let's go, and Yost, welcome on in. Here's the pitch, and that's upstairs, 2-0. 91 on the cutter. 2-0 to Brian Reynolds. Stock kicks and delivers. That's off the plate, 3-0. Reynolds, this is kind of what we saw from him earlier in the year. Again, was very patient, seeing the ball well. And, of course, lately he has been swinging at everything. Changed his batting stance and all. Just trying to change something up. Here's the 3-0. That's in there, 3-1. He was taken all the way there. 3-1 to B-Ray. Again, Reynolds 1 for 1 with the walk today. And on deck is Spencer Horwitz. Go Bucks. Appreciate you for your beer. Let's go. Did Lau get a hit? Lau did not. He walked. There, Nate. The 3-1. That's inside, ball four. Reynolds works his second walk. And the bases are now loaded. Stock is not happy. He is not a happy guy. Digging in is Spencer Horwitz. Horwitz was hit by a pitch and flew out in his appearances tonight. Russell, I believe, was here. He might still be listening in the background. The pitch. Way upstairs. The ball gets behind. Are they going to center the plate? He will. He will score. That is Mangum scoring. The runners do move up to second and third. The Pirates lead 6-0. Hoist another cone, folks. Wild pitch, though you can argue Alvarez could have made that grab. Davis probably would have, to be honest with you. 1-0 count, 6-0 Pirates. Stock readies, kicks and delivers inside. Almost hits Horwitz again. It's ball two, 2-0 count. Latavius not happy right now. Not happy with the Mets. Sorry, Latavius. Appreciate you, Bill. Thank you very much for the jewels. Here's the 2-0. That's inside. 3-0. Stock right now has clearly lost all of his confidence. 3-0 count to Spencer Horwitz. Stock kicks and delivers. That is in there. 3-1. Horwitz taking all the way. 93 on the cutter. Weaver closed last night. I mean, there's no closing. He just pitched. 3-1 to Horwitz. The pitch. And that's a grounder. And that is a foul ball. 3-2. Pirates last scored 5 or more runs in a game on July 31st when they scored 7 runs and 8-7 loss. Yep. Sounds about right, Norman. Appreciate you, man. Love the Mississippi boys. Yep, Mangum from Mississippi. 3-2. The pitch. Inside. Ball 4. Almost everything inside to Horwitz. So the bases are loaded once again. And you have to imagine that might be it for Stock. Xavier Curry is warming up for the Mets. He is a righty. You have to imagine the Mets won't use a lefty today. They'll probably use all the lefties tomorrow. So this is Speedy Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 2. Does have an RBI, though. Bases loaded the pitch. Gonzalez fouls it back 0-1. 91 of the sinker. Luke Weaver was seen for the first time. He was good. Yeah, he was pretty good. Have a good night, Scott. Appreciate it. Can you have a good night? Here's the 0-1 as that is fouled back 0-2. About to be 7-0. I hope so. I mean, I know you're not happy with that. He's out of stock. He is. The stock on stock right now is pretty low. 0-2 to Gonzalez. The pitch. Gonzalez hits this to right. That is a fair ball down the right field line. 1 run will score. Reynolds rounding third. He will score as well. It is 8-0 Pirates. 2 RBI double for Speedy Gonzalez. The Pirates are cooking tonight. Something we just haven't seen in quite some time. 2 cones for the Bucks. Fastball inside, kind of took it the other way, keeping his hands in. Looking like Freddie Sanchez out there, folks. Man, this is kind of crazy. You just haven't seen this in forever. It really has been some time. Pitching change at Pittsburgh. I mean, yeah, kind of overdue. Stock is not happy, and the manager kind of laughing. That's not really a good sign either. He's just like, it's one of those days. It's one of those days. So the Pirates leading 8-0 in Pittsburgh. So they will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Trying to get to 670 tonight. We'll see. 2 RBI. Yep. It's an RBI trip. Nope. RBI to double. I don't know. To double. That was pretty bad. We're never going to do that again. The resurrection of the Pirates. Yep. The Pirates be saved. They just got to keep this going. Again, this is what we saw. We saw a lot of this at the beginning of the season, or really, again, the first half. Again, just look at the difference in the team. It has been pretty bad. But I hope this is the beginning of it. Again, I felt like something changed last night in the last few innings there. The Pirates were showing life, something I just hadn't seen in a while. And it's definitely carried over today. Speedy's head hasn't fallen off. Yeah, I do shake it pretty. Yep. I guess it's well made, I would say. Gotta want it. Yep. The double. When Cruz getting, I don't know. Should be soon. I mean, he had a rehab game last night. I imagine he's playing tonight as well. I think we should be working our way back. Again, I do apologize. I am going to call Spectrum tonight because this is ridiculous. Or it could be MLB TV because I haven't really had any problems with anything else. All right, new pitcher is Xavier Curry, 3.46 ERA. We'll see what he does as he'll be tasked with trying to keep this manageable. Again, you have to imagine there'll be at least another run that scores, ideally, for the Pirates. Again, there's runners at second and third. Nobody out. All right, this is Ronnie Simon. Simon's 2 for 2 on the day. Curry readies, kicks, and delivers, and that is popped up on the infield. Semien makes the catch, round number 1. That was way upstairs. Simon says he chased it. Out number 1, and that'll bring up Esmeralyn Valdez over 1 with the walk. Does the Mets series continue tomorrow? Yes. Back for one more game tomorrow. Appreciate you, Michael. Curry readies, kicks, and delivers. That's down and away on the slider. Ball 1, 86 on the slider. Pochettino, I mean, I'm fine with it. I think it's fine. I mean, I don't really think they're going to get anyone better, to be honest with you. Here's the 1-0 to Valdez. That's downstairs, 2-0, 92 on the fastball. Again, it's been a good bit since we've seen Valdez get a hit since last Friday versus the Reds. It would be nice to see a hit here. 2-0, the pitch. Checked his swing, appealed down to first. Did not go. 3-0 to Esmeralyn Valdez. Simon with a pretty good day. Yep. Three and 0. Curry kicks and delivers. That's a grounder foul. It's into the netting. Showing Josh Harrison was definitely a great player for the Pirates in the 2010s. Always put bat to ball as that's outside, ball 4. So Valdez, again, he does keep on walking. That's something that he has still been able to do at a decent rate. Obviously, though, you'd like to see him get a hit for that confidence. So that'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, who's 1 for 2 on the night with an RBI single. Guys playing our best soccer after only 2 years. Yep. Yeah, I think the Berhalter thing was so stupid. Here's the pitch. That's inside ball 1. You fire him and then you rehire him. Like, oh my gosh. Like that's embarrassing. That's why U.S. soccer's not taken seriously, because of stuff like that. 1-0 count to Gonzalez. Bases loaded, 1 out. Curry kicks and fires. That's downstairs, 2-0. So Curry himself having some troubles. Again, Simon chased one out of the zone. That's why he popped it up. Curry himself not having a good time. 2-0 count. The pitch as Gonzalez sends this to left field. That will not be deep enough to score Horwitz. Ewing makes the catch, throws it home, and yep, they will keep the runners there. So the Mets may strand the bases loaded. That'll bring up Henry Davis, 2 for 2 on the night. It would be nice to get some more runs, but of course, if you score 8, you should win. But that hasn't always been the case for the Pirates. That's why they are where they are. Curry readies and delivers as Davis pops it up. That is a foul ball, 0-1. 2 for 2 with his batting average. I know, right? He's just been, I don't know. He's had a nice night. I mean, he had that random game against the Reds where he had 2 home runs, was like 4 for 5 or something like that. Just crushed it. Curry kicks and delivers as that is foul back, 0-2. On the go with CeeLo, folks. When you go to Disney with me? When I actually have money. I am in the lower class, folks, and that's okay. I got to work my way up there. Folks, make sure to check out On The Go with CeeLo for all your NASCAR needs. He is the king of NASCAR on YouTube. As Davis swings and misses, he does strike out. Pirates do tack on plenty. I don't even remember how much, but they got some runs, folks. They lead 8-0 as we go to the top of the 5th. But yes, make sure to check out On The Go with CeeLo. Again, does NASCAR, does college sports, he's going to be doing the NFL as well. So make sure to check out the king of NASCAR. He is here in the chat. I'm subscribed to On The Go with CeeLo. You should be as well. Due up for the Mets will be Luis Robert Jr., Brett Beatty, and Marcus Semien. I really need to write down how many runs they score each inning. That's something I should add down here. I honestly forgot. I'm not going to lie. It was just a really good inning. A lot of good things happened. Let me look that up, actually. Let's see. You know what? Let's actually do that. Let's go ahead and make a little box score. They actually scored 4 there. Nice. 0-3, 0-0, 0-1, 0-4. Haha, look at that. I used to do this as a kid. Keep my own box score. Check out Rising Rhino. Yes, Rising Rhino, big friend of the channel. Appreciate you, Hawkins. Hawkins, a member of the Rising Rhino Network. Oh, no, Nation. So make sure, again, to check out our friend Rising Rhino as well. I believe he's covering the CFL right now. Does that make you tired just watching me walk over creation? I was exhausted, yes. I was done. Are they in contention? I mean, they got to get themselves back into it. They need to really start winning now. They won't be ready for the 72-run half inning. I won't be. If that does happen, I'm going to be flabbergasted. Rhino's opinion on the Steelers is going to be low. He does not think highly of the Steelers. He has not thought highly of them. You know, it is what it is, right? You know, everyone can think the way they think. I mean, I don't think highly of his Colts, so there's that. So that's in there 0-1. We're back underway. Apparently, I did forget to put Robert as out, so I apologize. It's actually Brett Beatty at the plate, who's 0-1, and that's fouled back 0-2. So it's going to be Brett Beatty, Marcus Semien, and Jorge Polanco here in the top of the 5th. Here's the 0-2. That's high and in. 1-2. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Steelers, no preseason football. Is that next week? Steelers, Thursday. They play the Packers. Here's the 1-2. And Beatty fouls it back. And it's still 1-2. Yeah, appreciate you, Tom. Yeah, looking really good, but we'll see. Again, the bullpen has looked really nice since we've gotten those arms. But we'll see. Here's the 1-2, and that is also fouled back. Chandler, of course, has looked really good through 4 innings. By the way, at 60 pitches, if he keeps this up, he can go definitely 6, maybe 7. Maybe. The 1-2 to Beatty, and that is fouled back. Beatty just getting a piece of it. He's really late on all these swings. But driving up that pitch count. Rogers playing preseason, yeah. So that's going to be sent out to right center field. Mangum is on the run, and he makes a nice running catch at the track for out number 1. Beatty hit it well. Good stuff by Mangum. Again, he can move. 1 out. As that'll bring up Marcus Semien 0-1. Our new bullpen is good. Now the old pen guys, yeah. Same here, essentially. Essentially, yeah, we were just horrible. I mean, that's why we're where we are, essentially, is the bullpen. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Marcus Semien, again, 0-1. Maybe he had a nice day yesterday. He was 2-4 yesterday. So that's going to be upstairs, 1-1. No, pardon me, that was incorrect. No, he had the home run. Yes, he had the two-run shot yesterday. That was indeed the difference of the game. 1-1 to Semien. That's a ground ball to short. Gonzalez with it. Throws to first. And he is out by a step. 2 outs. And digging in is Jorge Polanco. 0 for 1 on the night. Eyeglasses in a slump in July. Eyeglasses. I guess that went over my head. I'm sorry. That time the offense wakes up. No kidding, Jay, as Polanco sends this to right center field. Mangum is back and makes the catch at the track for out number 3. That was hit well, but probably too much elevation. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Pirates 8, Mets nothing. Pirates winning today and tomorrow. We'll put them in the... Yeah, I mean... Maybe. It just depends on all the results. I'm kind of pulling for the Phillies and the D-backs to lose tonight. Or at least one of them. And that would put us 4.5 back if this result were to hold here. But yeah, still a lot of work. And of course tomorrow the Pirates do face a lefty. So, you know, I mean, we all know how they are. But we just got to hope that they can keep it going. Bubba's doing great. No, Bubba's doing good, man. I'm really, really happy for him. Feel better with the leads knowing that we have an upgraded bullpen now. I hear you. Yeah, better late than never. For sure. I completely agree, John. Appreciate you for hanging out. But yeah, I mean, honestly, whenever the deadline was here, I was like, man, if we just get 1, I'll be kind of happy because usually we don't make any moves. But we made 3. I mean, 4 if you include Doval, which was a few days earlier. But really, really happy with at least them trying. I think that's what added to the frustration to some of the chat asking, why would they trade? Why didn't we sell? It's like, okay. Selling for what? Doc, that Chandler's been good as of late. Yeah, I really feel like, again, just visually, not statistically. I mean, if you want to go ahead and pull stats up, like, actually, he hasn't been all that great, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. But visually, he has been better. Like, there's something, like, I am seeing improvement from him. I really hope that he... continues that going forward. Well, Dylan, the trade deadline has passed, so the deadline is over. Of course, Jay saying a new manager. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. But again, that's more of the cheapness of the team. So, yep, the Gates. They're doing a good job keeping the runs at bay with the fences. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We did cross 150 likes. Appreciate that. We'll try to get to 200 as Mangum pokes it out to left. That is going to be a base hit. I don't know how in the world he made that work. And he's got a big smile on his face. That was pretty bizarre. He looked as awkward as can be. Like, that was weird. I mean, he had his legs cross-legged in the batter's box. That is wild. Well, that's a single regardless, so a leadoff single for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau, who's 0 for 2 at the walk. Don't think DK can manage a contender. Yeah. No, I'd like to see a manager come in with some pedigree that's done it before. Can't really do the new manager stuff. We need someone that's proven it before. 1-0 to Lau. Throw over to first. Mangum is safe. Major series with the Marlins. Yep. Again, this is a major series too. Really need to take 2, and that's what made yesterday so frustrating. Would like to take the opening games because then it really makes it easier for you as that's off the plate 2-0. Just with the mindset, but what can you do? 2-0 to Lau. Mangum dancing around at first. The pitch. Mangum. I don't know why I said Mangum, but Lau rips this foul 2-1. What the heck was that? Manager was traded for a player. Yeah, it is rare. You don't see that at all anymore. 2-1 count to Lau. Curry sets. Curry, by the way, at 16 pitches. Here it is. That's going to be downstairs 3-1. 92 on the fastball. They're still waiver trades. Yeah. Don't think. Well, yeah, as far as major moves, though, that's it. 'Cause that's going to be in there 3-2. 3-2 to Brandon Lau. Just happy to win a game, honestly. Of course, they have an interview with Josh Harrison. Not really showing the game, so I do apologize. Just have to hope that they will cut back to it in time. 3-2 count to Lau. Curry readies. He sets, he fires as Lau fouls this back, and it'll still be 0-2. Again, we're only in the 5th. Pirates leading 8-0 over the Mets. Been about an hour and a half, maybe. Yeah, about an hour and a half. Might go 3 hours, maybe. I don't know. 3-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who's 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Maggie would trade Don Kelly for Manny Sanguin today. G9 doesn't think too much. Yeah, no one really does. Media, even YouTube media doesn't. No one does. That's fine with me. That's not going to offend me. I mean, we're probably going to be right there until the very end. Worst case scenario. So that's in there 0-1. 92 on the fastball. That's just the way it is. Throwing over down 8 runs. I don't know. Maybe the Pirates are still being aggressive. Trying to keep the energy high. I don't know. Here's the 0-1 of Reynolds in the dirt. Mangum going to second. That's probably why they're throwing, because Mangum is safe. Let's see. I haven't been able to do this in a while.
You can't touch this.
I just don't think to do it. I need to really get back into doing that. It's another stolen base for Mangum. Again, it's been really him carrying the load with Cruz and Griffin out. That is Mangum's 21st stolen base. I genuinely believe Connor Griffin was a 40 to 50 stolen base season guy. He really has it. The 1-1 to Reynolds. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 84 on the slider. Make McCarthy have that much stink? Yeah, they don't like McCarthy at all. They just don't like the Steelers in general. Yeah. 1-2 counts to Reynolds. The pitch. And that's grounded foul. Do it again. Showing a playback here. Looks like that is Harrison bringing in Clint Barmas. Winning RBI. Rod Barajas. Yeah, remember him. I think he was only there for a year. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Curry with back-to-back strikeouts. And that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. 0 for 1 with a walk and was hit by a pitch. Griffin would have been a 25 guy and will be a 30-30 guy. UA, we'll see. 25 homers. We'll see. That is way upstairs, and Mangum will go to third. Oh, my goodness. Looking like Bubba Chandler back in April. That was... Man. There's no chance. No chance for Alvarez to get that one. That was about 8 to 9 feet. Probably 10. 1-0 counts. Runner at third. Here is the pitch. Horwitz pops it up. That is a foul ball. 1-1. For Rogers. Go Steelers. Appreciate you, Hawkins. Let's go. There we go. I think we improve our coaching staff. Yeah, no, I think we're going to be fine. And Big Mike. There you go. 1-1 to Horwitz. The pitch. And that's downstairs. 2-1. 86 on the sinker. Just a little high. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit. 2-1 to Horwitz. Breaking ball inside, 3-1. Alvarez wanted the call. He was framing it. Curry at 29 pitches. Not really sure how long he can go, but the average reliever, this is about when you're probably at the limit. 3-1 to Horwitz. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. Horwitz works another walk. A lot of walks for the Pirates tonight. That is good. That means, again, they are seeing the ball very well. That is evidenced by the 8 runs. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, who is 1 for 3, but does have 3 RBIs on the night. Steelers should just tank to get a better picks. Yeah, well, Steelers don't tank. They just don't do it. Here is Speedy, the pitch. That's in there, 0-1. Gonzalez looked like he wanted to challenge. Good thing he didn't. Good to be 0-1. 0-1 to Speedy. Curry readies and delivers. That's downstairs, 1-1. 92. 92 on the fastball. Roadrunner, yep. Beep, beep. Yeah, that's a good sound effect. I could have had that. No Pirates Legend roster is complete without Drew Maggie. I can't remember if it was Maggie. Yeah, I'm glad he got his hits. As Gonzalez flares this to right. He is booking for it. He will see that bounce foul. 1-2. Pash looks like he is in right, because that was not Beatty. I don't know if they made a defensive change. I should probably wait, so I don't know. How about those Pirates tonight? Appreciate you, back road. Thank you very much. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Yes, W's in the chat for back road. They've looked really good tonight. I really hope they can just keep this going, man. This is the offense we got used to. At any given night, they can do this. And Chandler, again, has looked really good. Of course, he's about to go to the 6th, and that's usually when he usually doesn't do that. So that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Gonzalez goes down swinging. Curry ends up with 3 strikeouts in the inning. As we go to the top of the 5th, Pirates 8, Mets nothing. Due up for the Mets will be Francisco Alvarez, A.J. Ewing, and Francisco Lindor. Again, I do apologize. Not too sure when Pash entered the game and who he replaced. I'm assuming Beatty, but I will not confirm that at the moment. Thank you again, Maggie. Appreciate it. For the Jules. Don't like tanking in general. Yeah, no, there should never be tanking. Tanking shouldn't be a thing in the NFL. That is a no-no. All right, let's check out some scores real quick. All right, the Phillies have taken the lead. That's not good. 4-2 over the Blue Jays. The Nationals lead 3-2 over the Reds. Royals 4, Cubs 2, Tigers 0, Giants 0, Twins 3, Brewers 1, Padres 2, Astros 1, Rangers 2, Orioles 1, Rockies 4, Cardinals 2, Indians and White Sox 0-0, Dodgers and the Diamondbacks 0-0. Again, hopefully the Dodgers can help us out, but they did not yesterday. That's unfortunate. And of course, again, earlier today, the Yankees over the Braves 5-4. A's over the Red Sox 7-3, and the Marlins 7, Angels nothing. Need to win. We do, Tracy. Appreciate it. Gotta go. Appreciate you, Jay. Time to go watch a Hallmark movie. If you've seen one, you've seen them all, but yeah, good luck, Jay. I'm sorry. You have my sympathies. You really do. Let's go on, Miss Pittsburgh. Welcome on in. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, Bucks. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good tonight. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come, because it has been really nice to see this again. Yeah, my mom and my sister. Oh my gosh. It's always like a brunette or a blonde. They're usually married, so again, teaching some pretty bad things there. The hardworking husband is always just has no time for the wife, and she's connecting with somebody from high school. And again, pretty much endorses cheating. It's so bad. And that's almost every movie. Here's the 0-1, and that is popped up. That is out of play. It's going to be 0-2. That is essentially every Hallmark movie. I mean, I'm sorry, Jay. I genuinely feel bad. Not happy with all the kickoffs are on the NFL now. Yeah, I know. I miss the onside kick. I miss it. That's stupid. Again, the NFL, I love it, but they're ruining their own game for many different things. That is one of them. 0-2 count to Alvarez, the pitch. That's upstairs 1-2. My wife is, no, Alex, I'm talking about the Hallmark movies. That's what they do in every single one. Here's the 1-2, and that's a ground ball to third. Sliding stop by Gonzalez. Throws to first. Nice play. Good stuff from Nick Gonzalez. I really need to see him get his confidence up at third. It has been a rough year for him. Defensively, again, not playing in his natural position. As that'll bring up A.J. Ewing is 0-2. Watch it. Love me some Hallmark movies. No cheating on Hallmark. Well, I don't know. It's the ones that I've seen, or glanced at, I should say. Again, can thank my mom and my sister for that. Always having that on many years ago. I'm sure my mom still watches it. That's some stuff right there. That is some stuff for sure. 1-0 count to Ewing. Chandler, by the way, at 71 pitches here in the 6th. That is in there, but not called a strike. Davis going to challenge. I believe he's going to win this. It was close. But I believe this is a good challenge by Davis. We'll see. Yep, just got the zone. Good challenge. Good stuff, Henry. It's going to be 1-1 to A.J. Ewing. I have Lifetime confused with Hallmark. Oh, well, okay. I guess it's the same thing. Similar, right? Here's the 1-1. That's off the plate, 2-1. Jeez, those movies, though. Oh, man. 2-1 to Ewing. The pitch. That's in the dirt. 3-1. 91 on the changeup. Let's go on River. Welcome on in. 4 Hallmark channels run 24. 4 Hallmark channels run 24/7. Now that is ridiculous. Unbelievable. 3-1. He sets. He fires. That's a grounder foul, and it actually hit the first base coach, but he seems to be taking it like a champ. Oof, well, it hit him in the heel. Probably stings a little bit. The 3-2, that's up and away, ball 4. So Ewing does walk again. He was a pest last night. As soon as he would just get on, he would just be aggressive, trying to take second. He would take second plenty of times. All right, that'll bring up Francisco Lindor, who's 1 for 2 on the night. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. And, yep, Davis going to have a chat with Chandler. Chandler a little bit wild here in the 6th. Again, not usually going this long. Pitch count-wise, he's fine. He's at 77, but seems to be a little bit, tired or just not used to it. Don't forget they leave the big city for the small town life. Yes, there we go, Lisa. There we go. There we go. Watched a Lifetime movie about a sister who sought revenge on her brother for not helping her move. Yeah, that's a crazy movie. Man. Dr. Delay behind the scenes. Was that the movie's title? Unbelievable. Probably last thing for Chandler. Yeah. Sounds like a horrible movie. Yeah, just horrible. Who would watch that? That's in there 1-1. That is probably only one viewer. It was you. Sorry, Maggie. 1-1 counts. This is Gabriel Arias, as that's a swing and a miss there. Strike 2. So it's not Lindor at the plate. Looks like the Mets are emptying their bench. Gabriel Arias, I believe he was on Cleveland Indians not too long ago. That's a swing and a miss. He Strikes out there. So Arias will walk back to his dugout. Walk with Arias. That'll bring up Bo Bichette. Or no, it won't. This is going to be Pash. I don't remember his first name, but it looks like, yeah, the Mets are just putting in some guys, and we'll see how they do. Here's the pitch. That's outside ball 1. All I watch is sports on YouTube. Yeah. Same here, Backroad. Some of us are sports people. Some of us are sports guys and gals. Some others are not. That's okay. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be foul back 1-1. Sports, YouTube. And, yeah, my YouTube feed again. Pretty perfect. Has a nice combination of things. Pretty solid. Was messed up, though, again. Still trying to get it back, as that's going to be foul back 1-2. 98 on the sinker. Let's go, Dave. Welcome on in. Yeah, no, really nice nights. Time to see Davis in there. Have to wonder if he's played his. Wonder if he played last night. We might have held those runners. I know, and I think the Mets knew that Flores just cannot throw to second. Same thing with Endy. Again, Endy had a horrible series in Milwaukee. That was pretty bad. Here's the 2-2 to Pash. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good stuff from Chandler. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates 8, Mets nothing. All right. Due up for the Pirates will be Ronnie Simon, Esmelin Valdez, and Jacob Gonzalez. Is there a guilty pleasure? Honestly, no. I mean, I haven't really been able to really watch much lately. It makes it sound like I'm busy all the time. That is not true. I am busier more than you'd think, but it's not all the time. I just don't watch much TV anymore. I haven't really watched much YouTube either, to be honest. I try to watch when I can when I'm eating. That's essentially when I watch my YouTube now. I just don't really make the time to watch. You know, I'm just kind of trying to figure out the channel again. Last few days since the Hall of Fame game, been kind of looking at why that didn't work out so well. Really spending time today. I made a bunch of thumbnails for the for August. I still need to make the NFL ones, but also again trying to look at what I did wrong. Because yeah, that was a little concerning. Not gonna lie, definitely was shocked. Real Housewives of Rural Texas. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. What happened to Bo Bichette? They just took him out. Looks like Bo Bichette is done for the night. Sorry there, Cal. Love TV. TV's good. I mean, yeah. I just haven't been able to watch much as of late. But yeah, lately, again, last few months been really focused on trying to enhance everything and trying to expedite the process of, you know, getting to the top here. But yeah, so figuring out some things behind the scenes. Bottom of the 6th, Pirates leading 8-0 over the Mets. Again, due up is Ronnie Simon, who's 2 for 3 on the night. Looks like, I believe that's Curry still out there. Here is the pitch. That's upstairs, ball 1. 91 of the fastball to Ronnie Simon. Chandler getting a hug. I don't know if that's it for Chandler. It may be. Chandler was only at 84 pitches. I don't know. I'd like to see him go back out there for the 7th. Here's the pitch as Simon pops it up. And it looks like Beatty is playing third, and he makes the catch for out number 1. But we do have the bullpen now, so maybe I won't be as stressed about that anymore. Simon says new nickname. Yep. Michael, yeah, that's a little bit you can't be saying that. Yeah, I think that's a little too much there, Michael. Here's the pitch to Valdez. That's going to be downstairs, ball 1. 1-0 to Esmelin Valdez, who's again 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Still looking for his first hit since last Friday. Here's the 1-0. Checked his swing. No appeal. It's going to be outside 2-0. And if you're just tuning in, Pirates 8, Mets nothing. Here's the 2-0 to Valdez, who chops it foul 2-1. Marshall Falk away from 200. Appreciate it. Yep, we have a chance for 200. We do. We do. 2-1 count to Valdez. Curry readies as he kicks and delivers. That's downstairs 3-1. Let's go on, DJ. Welcome on in. I think Chandler will do a good job rest of the season. I hope so. I mean, he's looking much better as of late. Looks like it's going to be Lake Backer warming up for the Pirates. He'll be out for the 7th, as that's going to be down and away, ball 4. Can't really be too upset with Valdez not getting a hit. He's walked 3 times. I mean, that's pretty good. That'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, 1 for 3 on the night. Chiefs Queendom. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Hate to see that. Curry, by the way, at 41 pitches. The pitch to Gonzalez. That is downstairs, ball 1. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Pirates with the nice game. Again, of course, hoping that can continue going forward, as that's a big swing and a miss. Strike 1. 85 on the slider. Bichette should have stayed in Toronto. A lot of people feel that way. A lot of people, I don't know. Like, a lot of people were saying that he would have been a hero or essentially like a legend in Toronto, but went to New York. Here's the 1-1. That's in the dirt, 2-1. But you never know. I mean, if the Mets can turn it around next year, I mean, again, they have an owner that spends. So if you spend, you give yourself a chance. He could be part of something in New York. But yeah, obviously it's a bad year. You just have to wait and see how it goes. Still plenty of years left on his contract. The 2-1, as Gonzalez sends this to right. Pash is jogging in and makes the catch. Out number 2. That'll bring up Henry Davis. It's 2 for 3 on the night. Made smoked over the top chili and jalapeno hot honey cornbread muffins for dinner. That sounds really good. That sounds great, DJ. Bubba Chandler needs to find himself again. I'm making chili. Well, again, Bubba looks really good today. I'm really happy with. Again, he's been looking good, but this stat line will match up with how he looked. So that's upstairs, ball 1. 84 on the splitter. Davis again with a nice day. 2 for 3. Anytime he gets 2 hits, that is a great day for him. It's a great day for anyone, but just for him specifically. Got his batting average up to 177. The pitch. Breaking ball in there. It's 1-1. That's a nice curveball from Curry. Xavier Curry with 47 pitches. Looks like he's their bulk guy. He's their Carmen Majinski, and he's looking really good. 1-1 counts. The pitch, and that is fouled off his foot. 1-2. Pirates needed this badly. They did, Zombie. They did. Valdez walking like Barry Bonds. Honestly. No kidding. No way, Maggie. No way. No way mess this up. No way. Watch it happen. Oh my goodness, I will crash out. 1-2 to Davis. That's down and away. 2-2, 86 on the splitter. Life's too short to eat the same old, same old. That is true. I should adopt that advice. 2-2 to Davis. And that is away. 3-2, 86 on the slider. At least we have Weaver just in case things fall apart. Yep, that is true. Again, I'm hoping that Backer can look good. Again, he did allow a run in his first inning as a Pirate, so you have to assume the law of averages would indicate that he'll be fine, but that is not always the case. 3-2 to Davis. Runner on first, 2 outs. Curry at 51 pitches. The pitch. That's downstairs, ball 4. Davis walks. So Davis, again, he's on base for his 3rd time today. Pretty good game for Davis. That'll bring up Jake Mangum with 3 hits. A pair of doubles for Jake Mangum. Also has an RBI. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel, folks. It is free. 5 sums away from 10,660. You know, if we don't hit it, we don't hit it. But we're trying, of course. Maybe there's a chance we hit to 11,000 by the time the football season has arrived. Curry sets and delivers in the dirt. Ball 1, 86 on the fastball. Alvarez with a nice pick. 1-0 count to Mangum. Pirates with 8 runs. It has been a good bit. I have missed you. I have missed seeing this. 1-0 the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 87 on the slider. Nice slider there by Curry. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go. 1-1. Curry kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 85 on the splitter. Mangum asking for time. Mangum is walking back to the Pirates dugout. Looks like he needs some more pine tar or whatever that is to get a better grip on the bats. 1 pound hamburger, 2 jalapenos, chili powder, cumin, chipotles, and adobe sauce. Chili pepper flakes. You say 4 out of 10, really? I mean, that I don't know. I think I'd crank that up for me. I know I'm half Mexican, but I don't really do hot or spicy. Not really that. Here's the 1-2, and that's a grounder to second. Looks like Semien will toss to first, round number 3, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the 7th. The Pirates 8, Mets nothing. Due up for the Mets will be Jared Young, Luis Robert Jr., and Brett Beatty. Season the meat with favorite seasonings. Place on grate over your sauce. Let it drip in the jelly, man. Sounds great. I don't really season like my ground beef or, you know, burgers, whatever it is I'm doing, too much. Adobo. Is that what it is? I can't remember what it is. Adobo seasoning. Little bit of, put a little paprika in there as well. Then there's this local seasoning that we have that I put on. It's really good. And that's pretty much it. Dark chocolate at the end. That is pretty wild. You do this one. Yep, for now. Again, it's not over. It is not over. But I do feel a little relaxed with the way the bullpen has looked. So maybe. We'll see. All right, the Phillies leading 4-2 over the Blue Jays. The Nationals lead 6-2 over the Reds. Royals leading 4-3 over the Cubs. Tigers and the Giants 0-0. The Rangers 2, Orioles 1. Looks like the Twins and the Brewers tied at 3-3. Padres leading 3-1 over the Astros. Rockies leading 4-2 over the Cardinals. Cardinals have gotten themselves back to 500. The Indians and the White Sox 0-0, and the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks 0-0. Yankees 5, Braves 4, A's 7, Red Sox 3, and the Marlins shutting out the Angels 7-0. Again, I'll be live tomorrow, folks, for Game 3 of the series. Win or lose, of course, I will be here 1:35 Eastern, 12:35 Central. The conclusion of this series, the Pirates are facing a lefty. So, again, it's going to be a tough out for the Pirates. Just have to hope that they can get something going. That's all we're going to have to hope for, that they can keep this offense going tomorrow. All right, Lake Backer is out there for the Pirates. Here is the pitch. That's a breaking ball in the dirt. Ball 1. 87 on the curveball. As the Pirates bullpen will look to trying to keep this a shutout. That'd be nice. I don't know how often that's happened for the Pirates, but it doesn't feel like it's happened at all. I'm sure it's happened before, but I genuinely don't recall one at the moment. So that's in the dirt. 2-0. Backer with a 3.86 ERA. Opponent batting average of 203. 63 strikeouts and 60 innings pitched. Has surrendered 22 walks. His problem is the home runs. 10 home runs allowed. That is That is a lot. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 to Jared Young. 0 for 2 on the night. Hoist the cone. There we go, Russell. Got your 8 runs. The 2-1. That's inside. That ball gets back to the backstop. 3-1. No one's on base, of course. How to use a compressor on OBS. Yeah, I had to look it up. Three and 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2 is the count. 89 on the slider. Gourmet chili dog with chocolate. Oh my goodness. That does not sound, I don't know. I don't think I'd ever have that, but you guys do you. That is sent to right. That is, looks like it is a foul ball. A lot of height. Your potatoes were rotten, so I had to make cornbread to have chili with them. Well, hey, that's good. I mean, I'm not really a cornbread guy myself. That's blasphemous down here in the South. So that's a tapper. Back to backer. Nice play. Tosses to first for out number 1. Good stuff. And that'll bring up Luis Robert Jr. 1 for 2 on the night. Chocolate gives chili, especially smoked chili, a rich, earthy taste. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to... I guess I can give it a shot. I've been more open to trying things the last few years. The pitch to Robert. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 86 on the sweeper. Brisket or ribs? Appreciate you, Jose, for hanging out. I will go brisket. Brisket, I think I'd pick over almost anything, to be honest with you. Brisket is... It is amazing. As that's going to be out there. And it's going to be on the outside corner. 0-2. Nice pitch. 95 on the fastball. I think I've shrunk. I need to probably hoist the chair. Probably what I need to do. Yeah, I love brisket. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt. That one, of course, gets back. So backer, I don't know. A little nervous if he's got runners on. But he's keeping them off for the moment. Ribs are less trouble, really. I don't know. Well, it's taste-wise, like to eat. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be down and away 2-2. I'd go brisket. Bacon and burnt pepperoni make the best chili. That sounds like something I could have. Best cornbread in Tennessee the other day. Gotcha. The 2-2 to Robert. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. You know, things are going good or really bad if we're talking about food in the 7th. We've turned into a actual baseball broadcast. That'll bring up Brett Beatty. 0 for 2 on the day. Again, the Pirates pitching has been pretty good. Trisk is cooking. Trisk is a great cook. He is a great cook, as that's going to be tapped foul on one. I don't think he's ever made a brisket, though. I could be wrong on that. Shows the walkout stands. Mine as well. We got nothing really happening other than the game. I don't mean that in like a jerk or anything like that, but yeah, there you go. That, of course, was live as of, 4 hours ago. Here's the pitch, and that's downstairs 1-1. Again, as you can see, the Pirates 5.5 back. Again, if the Phillies or the Diamondbacks were to lose tonight and the Pirates were to win, they would be 4.5 back. They got to inch their way back into it. 1-1 count. Backer sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a slider downstairs 2-1. 89 on the slider. Light season. I don't know if I go light season. I mean, I put more seasoning than okay, so the seasonings I mentioned, I kind of do a lot of seasoning there, but not too much. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Kind of eyeball it, I guess. Oh, it's Goya. I forgot about what season. I said Adobe or Dobo. It's the Goya seasoning. No way. I forgot what that was called. Goya. I don't know why it just hit me. That's in there. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Look at that. 2 strikeouts there for Backer. Good stuff. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Pirates 8, Mets nothing. I don't know why. That just came to me. But yeah, it's the Goya seasoning that I put. And yeah, that's some good stuff. All right, due up for the Pirates is going to be Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, and Spencer Horwitz. Good eats. Oh, yeah. Always fun to cook when the Pirates win. Oh, yeah. Now you're hungry? Yeah. Aldi sells little pieces of brisket. I don't think I've ever been to Aldi's before. I've never been. I've never been to Mission. Never been to Mission. Tahine. Tahine's really good for... I only put tahine on fruit. I only put tahine on fruit. Really good stuff. Really good stuff there. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, I'll be back tomorrow at 1:35 Eastern, 12:35 Central. Hold on one sec here. Okay, I can worry about that later. 12:35 Central for Mets-Pirates Game 3. Again, the Pirates, I said before the series, need to take 2 in order to give themselves really a chance, especially against a team that has struggled. I'm not saying the Mets can't do well, because they can. I mean, they definitely had a good series against Cleveland, but definitely the Pirates need to get it going. Nothing better than Spanish rice. Disagree. I don't like Spanish rice. Think about the Orioles, about the same. Yeah, I'd say about the same as the Pirates. Tahini on fruit, yes. Have you not tried it? No way you haven't. It's so good. It is so good. That's the only thing I use it for. Tahini. Put on pineapple, anything really. It's something like acidic. Something acidic. I guess that could be a little more clear there. That's the only way I can eat papaya. I don't like papaya at all, but you put tahini on papaya, then it makes it so much better, like tolerable. All right, we're back. Looks like the Mets have put a position player on the mound. It's 2-0 count to Brandon Lau. Torrens lobs it as Lau crushes this to right. Is it fair? It is gone. A Lau pal here in the 7th. Brandon Lau with his 25th home run, trying to, of course, get that, the money next year for his free agency to be a little bit better. Of course, it's off a position player, but you'll take it. Hoist the cone. The Pirates lead 9-0. DJ's not familiar with DJ's. Yeah, Spanish rice. I'm not a Spanish rice guy. Never. I like Mexican rice. Spanish rice, no. Spanish rice. Haven't had a good Spanish rice yet, but Mexican rice, yes. That's going to be lobbed in there. That is going to be in the strike zone. Not called a strike. You got to feel bad there for Torrens. And squeezed by the umpire. Brian Reynolds 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside 2-0. Spectacular. Yep, let's pad the stats. See, this is actual, stat padding. When you have a position player in there. That's a tapper to first. And that will just be taken to the bank for out number 1. Reynolds is out. That'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. He was 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch and 2 walks. Pirates are cooking. Here is the lob, and that's going to be inside. Almost hits Horwitz. Don't want to start a fight. Ball 1. Franchise history. That is the most home runs a second baseman for the Pirates has ever hit. As Horwitz sends this to left. On the run is Ewing, who makes a nice running catch for out number 2. So congratulations to Brandon Lau, who has just made Pirates history. Most home runs as a second baseman, breaking Neil Walker's record. That'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez, 2 for 4 on the Knights. That sounds really good, DJ. That does sound really good there. Bacon berry jam. Oh, yeah. That is low. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That's a tapper to short. And he'll rifle to first. Oh, and not a good pick. Kind of a bad throw, to be honest with you. Not too sure if that was Lindor. No, that's not Lindor at short. That was Arias at short with not a good throw. I'm going to go with an error there for Gonzalez. So 2 outs, 1 runner on. That'll bring up Ronnie Simon, who's 2 for 4 in the night. And Simon with the little dribbler to the pitcher. He will underhand it to first for out number 3. Apologies there again. They weren't really showing much of the game. Showed it delayed there. Pirates do tack on 1 as we go to the bottom of, or pardon me, the top of the 8th. It is 9-0. Due up for the Mets will be Marcus Semien, Jorge Polanco, and Francisco Alvarez. Appreciate you, Seema. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know it's the Pirates that we missed, that we haven't seen since the the All-Star break. I have missed seeing this. This has been nice to see, and we're just hoping that this is something to come for the Pirates. But yeah, again, I think the Phillies were leading last time I checked over there. Well, never mind. The Blue Jays have just tied it up in the top of the 8th. It's 4-4 and going to the bottom of the 8th. The Nationals leading 6-2 over the Reds. The Royals leading 4-3 over the Cubs. Tigers leading 1-0 over the Giants. Padres 3, Astros 1, Rangers 2, Orioles 1. Twins 3, Brewers 3, Rockies 5, Cardinals 2, Indians and White Sox 0-0, Dodgers and the Diamondbacks 0-0. That is all for now. Your Doc's brother, I guess so. Your mental health needs me too, to be honest with you. I am not even, I mean, I totally feel like I'm not even kidding. I don't know if you're kidding or not, but I feel the same way. What's the purpose of a fake game? I don't know what that even means there, Lonnie, but thanks for tuning in. But yeah, I genuinely, it has been rough. I mean, it has been so rough. It really has. It's just so frustrating to know that this team was actually decent and had a chance to go to the playoffs. But hopefully we see that offense come back. And again, good start tonight. Is it a fluke or not? I don't know, but this is kind of what we saw earlier in the season. It's good. Swing and a miss, strike one. We're back underway at the top of the 8th. Marcus Semien 0 for 2 on the night. 1-1 count to Semien. Backer sets, kicks, and fires. That's downstairs, ball 1, 90 on the slider. Hope this is a shot in the arm they needed. Yes, let's get Cruz back and go on a run. I agree. For real, yeah. I mean, same here. It has been draining really for a while now, as that's downstairs too in the last week or so. The trade deadline was nice to see. That kind of inspired confidence, but then quickly it was gone. Two and 1 count to Semien in the pitch. And that is chopped foul, 2-2. 90 on the slider. 21 pitches for Backer. Over the course of 1 year, what athlete statistically dominated every aspect of their sport more than any athlete in any sport in recorded sports record? I'm assuming it's Ohtani for baseball, but I could be wrong there. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Backer now with 3 strikeouts. That'll bring up Jorge Polanco, 0 for 2 on the night. Force that for the Mets. Yeah, again, I mean, definitely happy for what's, happening right before our eyes, but, if the Pirates lose tomorrow, then, it's kind of all for naught. Because you really need to take 2 against the Mets. Again, it's no disrespect to the Mets at all. I mean, I definitely am all for respecting our opponents. That has popped up. Davis under it? No, he is not. That is a souvenir 1-1. But, yeah, you need to take 2. You need to take 2. You can't not take 2. How important was the trade for Lau, Montgomery, and Mangum? Yeah, it's looking really good. And all we gave up was Burrows, who I did like, but apparently he had a rough year in Houston. So, yeah, really good deal. Really good deal. 1-1 counts. He kicks, he delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 90 on the slider. Becker again looking pretty good. A little bit wild, but for the most part has been all right. Yeah, I hear you, Jared. Injuries have been a killer. And Paul. Paul just hasn't looked himself as that's downstairs 2-2. No doubt from the beginning of the game. There we go. Two and two to Polanco. Just realized I never hoisted the chair. What the heck? The pitch. That's downstairs. Called strike 3. Polanco will challenge and he will win. He will win this challenge as it'll be a full count to Polanco. Polanco, again, kind of surprising his statistics. I mean, he actually, wasn't too bad a few years ago, but really shocking to see his batting average entry today, 139. That's called strike 3. He struck him out. That is 4 strikeouts in a row for Lake Backer. That'll bring up Francisco Alvarez, 1 for 2 on the night. Not a baseball player. Nadia Kamenecki. It's interesting. Yeah, would not know. Would not know. All right, Alvarez digging in. Here is the pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 188 on the slider. Again, if you're just tuning in, Pirates 9, Mets nothing. One and no counts. Just a really chill day. The pitch. That's in there 1-1. 95 on the outside corner. Looking good. Yep. Oh yeah, Burley. This is very nice. And the thing is, of course, I've been saying the offense has looked really, like they could look in the beginning of this, in the pre-All-Star break. Obviously, they weren't averaging 9 runs a night, but, they were capable of nights like this. I mean, it happened every now and then. But the pitching with a great performance, we don't really see this at all. 1-2 to Alvarez. That's in the dirt, 2-2. Of course, I've been known to jinx the team, but you only need 4 more outs. Two and 2 counts. Backer kicks and fires. That is popped up on the infield. Alvarez slamming his bat down in disgust. And Gonzalez makes the catch for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pirates 9, Mets nothing. You up for the Pirates? It's going to be Esmeralyn Valdez, Jacob Gonzalez, and Henry Davis. Chase tied up with the Phillies. Yep, we need the Phillies and the Diamondbacks to stumble. I'm sorry, Seema, I don't know if you're still here, but we definitely need these teams to stumble. Imagine the bullpen comes together with our offense. Yeah. I saw a stat, Backroad. Crazy. The bullpen has a better ERA than the starters. Crazy, is it not? Just wild. But yeah, hopefully, and no, my Doc's first name is not Alex, or Doc's first name is not Alex. I am not Alex. I am not a Alex. No. No. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Let me go ahead and hoist the chair real quick. Hold on. All right, we hoisted the chair. What a day. What a day. This is very nice. I don't know what to do. Usually I'm kind of sad and depressed at this point. I don't know how to feel. I mean, I'm pretty happy, but I don't know. There could be some bad things that happened for the remainder of this game. And again, tomorrow could undo it all, but this is pretty nice. I genuinely don't know how to feel. Frying some spam up for sandwiches. Gotcha. Going with the expensive stuff. I've actually never had spam. I've never had spam in my life. I don't know how it tastes. I don't know. It might seem, I know when saying that, it's like, oh, this guy's rich. The guy talks about how, like, no, I generally have just never had spam before. I don't know what it's all about. So that one was way upstairs. It was called a strike as Valdez sends this to left field, left center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And Valdez with his first hit. I mean, I don't know if we can really count that, but it's going to count in the stat book. So congratulations to him. Again, we hadn't seen a hit from him since Friday. Maybe that's what gets him going. That'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, 1 for 4 in the night. As Gonzalez with the grounder to second, throw to first. He is out. That is a double play. So just like that, that undoes it. 2 outs. And Henry Davis will make his way to the plate. 2 for 3 with the walk. The gas station by me sells spam sandwiches now. I can see that. We have a, I don't know, our local gas station has a bunch of things. That's ripped to third, but a nice catch by Beatty. And Davis is out. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Well, actually, that's not really true, but it felt like that anyway. We go to the top of the ninth. Pirates 9, Mets nothing. That was really quick. 2 up for the Mets will be A.J. Ewing, Francisco Lindor, and A.J. Ewing, and replacing Lindor will be Arias, and replacing Bichette will be Pash. All right. Yeah, I can't even lock in. I just don't know what to do. This is just kind of shocking to me. Smile? Yeah, I don't know about all that. Spam Masubi? I don't even know what that is. Holding back a smile? I don't know about that. I mean, I just, like I said, I don't know. This is kind of odd. I don't know. I'd like to see more of this going forward. But anywho, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, I'll be back tomorrow at 1:35 Eastern, 12:35 Central for the conclusion of the series. Monday, again, still unsure if I do call a game. It would be a late game. It would be Brewers Padres. That is still, again, I don't know yet. Not going to promo that, but that is what would be called if I am to call a game on Monday. And then Tuesday, of course, Pirates Marlins, and that's a big series. You have to take 2 or 3 there in Miami. You have to do it. So again, just a lot of big series coming up where the Pirates have to make up some ground. You really do. You really need to do it now. It's now or never if you want a chance. And of course, I know a lot of people have pretty much said it's over, but realistically, they do have a shot. I hate this. Again, I don't know if it's the app or the internet, but it's definitely shocking that having issues here. The happy dance, yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what to feel. I like the happy chat. I know, right? It's a chill chat. It's good. Life is good. But it can get better. It can. All right, Kirby Yates is on for the Pirates. I'm sure he's happy that he's actually going to be used in a good situation. 3.68 ERA, opponent batting average of 190. Again, this was a really shock to see Kirby Yates on the Pirates. I didn't think it was possible. I don't know, I've always thought highly of Kirby Yates. So he's on to shut things down here in the ninth as we try to pull the final curtain on the Mets.
And now, the final curtain.
If this is not the final curtain, it'll be this. All right, A.J. Ewing is 0 for 2 with the walk. He is at the plate. Yates sets and delivers. That is fouled back 0-1. 90 on the fastball from Yates. Again, Yates doesn't have the velocity, but has location and break. Very nice. 0-1 count to Ewing. Yates readies and delivers way outside. 101, 90 on the fastball. Chill all day. Yep, it's been a chill day. The 1-1 as Ewing pops it up. Davis is sprinting after it. Same thing with Triolo. Triolo makes the catch. Triolo, I'm assuming, replacing Gonzalez. That is out number 1. Pirates looking for their first win since the Monday game against the Brewers. And this is game number 16 in a row for the Pirates. They haven't been given a break in a while. It's kind of ridiculous. The scheduling was starting. And again, in the middle of that, you have an 8-game road trip. Each of them 4 games against division rivals. I don't know. I don't like that. So that's fouled back on. This is Arias. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Cooked rare? I mean, a steak would be like medium rare, I would say. Here's the 0-1. That's inside 1-1. Yeah, medium rare. Yeah, rare, I think that's just too much. Too much red. Too much. I mean, if there's blood in it, I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to see blood. I mean, I like a little red, though. Medium rare is good. 1-1 to Arias, as that is hit foul, and it's 1-2. 1, 2, 3. I think it's safe to say we got it. Have a good night. Appreciate you, back row. Appreciate you, man. Everyone liking some. Appreciate you, Burley. Here's the 1-2, and that's hit to first, and Horwitz makes the catch for out number 2. The Mets are down to their final outs. One more out. And again, I genuinely don't know. I don't want to jinx it. I don't recall the last shutouts the Pirates have had. When's the last time we scored the last, 9 runs? I don't know. This is Pash. He's at the plate, the pitch. That's downstairs. Called a strike. Pash doesn't care. It's 0-1. Well done. Don't want to look him back. I got you. Yeah, I'm not a well done. I know my dad and my mom, they love well done now. Here's the 0-1. Way upstairs, 1-1. I grew up on well done because that's how they liked it, but once I got a taste of the medium rare, I was like, ooh, that tastes way better. Oh, man. Juicy. It's got the flavor. There's no going back. The 1-1, that is hit to right. That's going to be a foul ball. 1-2. The Mets are down to their final strike, folks. The Pirates, 1 strike away from their first win since Monday. As the Pirate fans get back and stand up on their feet, as that is fouled back. Stand up on their feet. That's a good one, delay. Rise to their feet. I guess they could stand on their hands. Good win, Pirates. There we go. Dod's got the... No, I don't like blood. No, it's medium rare. Medium rare. Medium rare. Here's the 1-2. That's downstairs 2-2. It's got to be a little bit red. Taste for blood. Yeah, I'm a vampire. No, definitely not. Although I am Hispanic and I do get sunburns. That's, I don't know, it's a little bit weird there. Anyway, 2-2 counts. That's a ground ball to second. Sliding stop by Gonzalez. Throws to first for out number 3. The ball game is over. Rays, the Jolly Roger, as there was never a doubt about it. The Pirates shut out the Mets 9-0. Oh, man. It has been a while, folks. It has been a while. I'm actually curious. I want to see the last time. Give me a sec. I'm going to look at, see if I can pull up the schedule here for the Pirates, because I really don't know the last time the Pirates scored 9 and they shut out a team. I genuinely have no idea. All right, let's see. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Last time they scored 9? Well, definitely July. By the way, last time they shut out a team, definitely July. It's been a good bit. So first half. All right, let's start back here. So it would be the last game against Milwaukee, 14 runs there. Last time they shut out a team was May 20th. May 20th in St. Louis. Wow. If you can't see it, here it is. Right there. That is wild. May 20th. It has been a good bit. But I'm glad we finally, I don't know. It's only one game out of 162. But I don't know. This felt pretty good. This felt pretty good, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. Again, we have a lefty on the mound for the Mets. It could really be undone. It's going to be Sean Manaea on the mound for the Mets, and he will go against Jared Jones. So, you know, Jones, of course, it's been all right, pretty good. Had a rough outing last time, I believe. But, of course, we're facing a lefty, so after the shot, lost 6. Trisk, what are you doing? Don't say that. No, you don't do it. Bad, Trisk. Bad. No. That's no. You don't, no. Exactly, Chris. No, shush him. All right. So, again, the Pirates do win 9-0. Really happy to see that. And, again, if you did enjoy watching, make sure, again, to like and sub to the channel. It is free. It is free. Make sure, again, I will, you showed I just read your picture. Okay, well, you shouldn't have made that observation. How dare you? But anyway, y'all have a great rest of your night. I will see you next time right here on the Dr. DeLay Sports Network. Y'all take care. And, of course, again, if you do want some more coverage, I'll be sure to send you guys elsewhere. Assuming someone's still on. I imagine there's someone still on. Let's go Bucks, folks. It's not over. It's not over.
Every seed holds a dream somehow. The bridges stand like they always have, watching generations pass. From April days to October hopes, we're chasing every chance we have. Hear the crowd begin to sing, feel the energy it brings. Raise the Jolly Roger high, let it wave across the sky. Every pitch and every play, Pittsburgh pride will fade away. Black and gold, we're standing strong through the highs and all the long nights. We'll be here with Dr. DeLay. Raise the Jolly Roger today. The skins takes the mound, the crowd comes alive. Fastballs blazing as they fly by. Ashcraft battles with the fearless heart, bringing the fire right from the start. Reynolds keeps the lineup moving along, steady and strong when the game's on the line. O'Neal Cruz can change it with one mighty swing, sending moonshots where the outfielders drink. Brandon Lowe brings power when the moment is big, finding the gaps and delivering jacks. Ryan O'Hearn steps in, ready to fight, helping keep the offense rolling all night. Spencer Horwitz strikes through every at-bat with the coolest bat flips. After the fact, Nick Speedy Gonzalez is flying around, turning base hits into extra ground. Connor Griffin's future shines bright, a young bucko chasing the spotlight. The next generation is coming our way, building tomorrow while winning today. While winning today. We've waited through the storms, held on through every year. Still the city fills these stands, still the voices persevere. Through every rebuild, every
He's the Jolly Roger.